Warning, the following video is rated M for mature. I mean, come on, it features AlphaOmegaSin. What did you expect?
Hey YouTube, mattyjmania here, and as you can see, I'm here with a very special guest, AlphaOmegaSin.
Howdy y'all, I'm just here doing the Cabbage Patch and hanging out in a game room and feeling very awesome for doing that.
So, myself and AlphaOmegaSin have been hanging out today. I got to go over to his house, check out his game room. Very impressive game room. The dude has everything. He's got games for every system. He's got a Neo Geo cabinet. I mean, you name it, this guy has it.
Actually, the Neo Geo cabinet is kind of like that one robot that's like a defensive robot from Futurama. Just shoots motherfuckers if they enter the room and not supposed to. So yeah, that's what that does. Except for, like, it shits out Metal Slug characters and King of Fighter characters. I wish. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
So, we're going to show you a couple things that I picked up over the past week that AlphaOmegaSin probably A, doesn't care about, and B, has no association with. So, he can give his input on any of the games he wants, and here we go. The first game I'm going to show is a Nintendo World Champion 1990 reproduction cartridge. It's really cool. It has the little switches on the side, just like the regular one. It's just a reproduction cartridge. They're not that expensive. I got this from as a present, but they sell them on Retro USB, which I've mentioned on this channel before. So I'll put a link to their stuff. But I'm super pumped about this. My buddy James got this for me.
No, it's actually pretty cool. I'm glad that they have it that way, and naturally, it's got to be a repro, because if it was the real deal thing, when you hold it up, it automatically emits like a glowing aura, and it shits money out.
Yeah, it just starts raining.
Yeah, it's just
money.
Kind of doing one of these. If I did it, it would only be like a $10 bill and 3 ones. And it's like, well, now I'm just poor now. Fucking pick my money up and shit. My $13.
Yeah, mine would be like a penny slot machine, just like shooting out pennies.
It makes me think of those little coin dispensers people would carry like under a belt and shit. They'd be like, "Oh, so you need $1? You say you're a high roller? I understand."
Like Pee Wee Herman in the movie Midnight Madness. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, dude. That's such an odd fucking reference. Most people are gonna be like, next tab. Okay, IMDb. What the fuck?
What is what? It's cool. I'll put a picture of it. You can see the picture.
Don't worry. It has nothing to do with him being in the fun house or masturbation. So, unless you want it to be, then you're a sick fuck.
But next thing I'm going to show is Swordmaster for the Nintendo. Wanted this game for a while. Pretty pumped about it. It's uncommon. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty hard too. It's hard as shit. I don't know if you've ever played this game.
I'm gathering that there is a sword and somebody's the master of it.
Yeah.
So that's where I am so far.
All those things are true.
What kind of game is it? Is it a platforming?
It's a side-scrolling game. It's not even necessarily a platformer. I mean, there is very little jumping. It's more like a side-scrolling kind of like just stab them with a sword and keep side-scrolling.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's it. It's kind of like Faxanadu is sort of what it's like.
Dude, that game's awesome.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
It's a good game.
Still haven't beaten it either.
I've never beat it either.
It's rough stuff. It really is.
Yeah. Next, I have Uncharted Waters. It's a Koei game. They have it came out late in the Nintendo life, and there's a Super Nintendo counterpart to it. And it's just kind of like any other Koei game, which Alpha and I talked about a little bit, where they're like those strategy RPG games that
Romance of the Three Kingdoms, for example.
Except this one takes place like on the high seas. So
basically, you need to have a shit ton of patience, but if Pirate's Life is for you, then this might pay off.
There might be some raping and pillaging, but not as much as like Vikings.
Pillage the village.
Next, I have Die Hard for the Nintendo. And I actually have not yet played this. I just got this game 2 days ago.
It's brutally hard.
But I think AlphaOmegaSin's played it.
Yeah, the game is designed to piss you off and to kick the shit out of you, then back into you. So it basically, like, you're going to have a bootstrap and it's putting poop back into you. And it sucks real bad. If you need to have a better understanding of it, either get a ROM of it or maybe watch Angry Video Game Nerd's review of it, because kind of just brings up, you walk like you're all fucking gimp-legged and shit, and it's just enemies bombard you. It's one of those games like I cannot get far in because my patience just gone.
Yeah. It's classic Nintendo hard.
Yeah, but it's based off of one of the best action movies ever in the entire universe, so that enough will warrant a thumbs up for me, even if it does semi-suck.
Last two games I'm going to show. First one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Again, this has counterparts to Super Nintendo and Genesis. It's a fighting game. You play as Ninja Turtles. It is very underwhelming compared to the other Ninja Turtle Nintendo games.
Yeah, especially if you play that side by side with the SNES counterpart, which is vastly superior and is the best of the three. It's like night and day. It's honestly like it's tragic almost, because you can see that whoever they had program it, one, they probably had two guys, they were underpaid, completely out of sleep, and just didn't give a shit. They're like,
it's kind of like Batman Returns on Nintendo versus Batman Returns on Super Nintendo, where the Super Nintendo version is just awesome, and the Nintendo version is like, am I Batman? I think I'm Batman.
I don't know, that at the very least, the Nintendo counterpart of that is competent enough to be playable. That is questionable.
It's fair enough.
The very best.
It's fair enough. But as you know, I'm going for a complete Nintendo collection, so I have to have them all, and this one is not an easy one to find. So I am happy to have it, despite it not being the best. So,
gotta catch 'em all. 8-bit games.
And the last game that I picked up, I got a really good deal on it. I actually basically paid what a cartridge goes for, and I got it complete, and that's Dragon Fighter. Dragon Fighter is an awesome game. It's a side-scrolling shooter that is basically like classic side-scrolling shooters, kind of like a Gradius-type game, except you aren't always a shooter. You're kind of walking around stabbing people again, kind of like Swordmaster, and then you can turn into a dragon, and then you're shooting. It's a really good game. It's not a common game, so a lot of people probably don't even know about this game, because again, it's not common, but it's very underrated in the Nintendo library. But because it is so uncommon, it demands a high price.
Also, the company that makes it, it's like Sofel. I don't know how the hell you pronounce it, but
Sofel?
Yeah, it's a company like no one's really fucking heard of, and obviously aren't around today unless they've been absorbed into several other companies.
And it looks like Fabio got another appearance on...
If you hold up, let me see. I just want everybody to see real quick. His head looks like it's caved in on one side. Like, look, it looks like it's slanted.
Yeah.
Somebody just smashed his skull, and he's like, shit. Well, it doesn't matter. I got this sword, and this dragon's here to back me up in case somebody wants to dent my head in.
And he's kind of given like one of those like, yeah,
I did good this time, I think.
So that's all my pickups for today that I wanted to show off. And I wanted to thank AlphaOmegaSin for stopping by. I think we're going to cruise up to a local game store, check out some of the stuff there. Any parting words for us?
Well, I guess I could conclude it like I always do, but it's not my video, so I won't. But thank you for having me on. Yay! And shit like that. I don't know.
So when AlphaOmegaSin's on other channels, he concludes with cheerleader yays.
Yes, apparently. I don't have fucking pom-poms. I could also put my hair up in like pigtails and shit like that, but I guess just nerdettes and gamers. Game the fuck on. And stuff like that.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping over, Alpha. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.